first of all, congratulations, the first player this season to win 2 nightly wins. Some of how you're feeling to start off with.
Yeah, awesome. To be fair, if somebody told me that at the beginning of the season, I'd have taken it. I said thank you very much. So I've done it now, and I'm on top of that leaderboard. That's all that counts.
Did you hear the noise at the start of the season where some people were suggesting that maybe you didn't deserve a shot? And then now looking at you, 8 points clear at the top of the league, you're making the doubters look pretty silly.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we've all got haters and, keyboard warriors, so I'm just up there letting darts do the talking. Nothing else I can do.
Just a word on, obviously, your injury tonight. Obviously, we know that you've been suffering with gout. How difficult has it been for you at the moment, obviously, walking up there on that stage? Because it must be pretty difficult.
Yeah, to be honest, I do get flare-ups with gout. So, obviously, I take medication every day. But it started in the UK Open on Saturday. I could feel, I was starting to limp on Saturday. So, I was thinking, please not, take the medication. And hopefully I caught it just before gets this bad, but obviously I wasn't expecting much tonight because I am having trouble walking. So at the end of the day, I'm over the moon. It's brilliant.
And just finally, obviously, again, looking back onto that table, 19 points already after 6 weeks. You're in a very strong position to once again qualify for finals night, just like you always seem to do when you're involved in this Premier League.
Yeah, I hope so. Like I've had the experience before in this. I know what you've got to do. If you can pick points up each week, you're doing something right. The 2 points a week, 16 weeks is 32 points. Realistically, you're not going to pick 2 points up each week. But, anything else, 2 nightly wins in the first 6 or 7 weeks, it's a great start for me, and hopefully it carries on.
We hope so too. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Johnny. Congrats on tonight.
Thank you very much.
How much has the gout affected you previously? Is it something you really suffered with before? And how much does it affect your darts?
It's like, I do suffer a lot with gout. It's, there's only a few times. Funnily enough, it was in my elbow when we done my first year in the Premier League. So it's moved now to my ankle. So, but the thing is, it is what it is. I have to carry on. I don't want to miss these nights. And, it is what it is. I won tonight, so, I don't care about the gout.
Was there any thought of pulling out tonight? Because players have missed it through medical reasons previously?
No, not of this, to be honest with you. It was always in my mind, I'm going to soldier on. I'm going to strap my foot up and, medication, and hopefully I get through. And I did. Didn't expect much of tonight, but, to win a night when you're not expecting anything, it's great.
Does that put it down to the mental strength you showed to get through tonight and get those wins and dominant in the final as well?
Well, I suppose it's not to give up, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, I turned up, I played the best I could, and luckily enough, I'm the winner. So, yeah, good night. Thank you.
Well done, Johnny. I think it's fair to say that's a real hard-fought win. You're a man with a rugby background, and we know that it's tough to knock a rugby man down. Do you think with that background, you're the grittiest man on tour because another person might have just pulled out and wrote this week off?
I don't know, to be honest. Obviously, rugby and darts are totally different, but I try not to fail. I give it everything, and yeah, okay, I got gout tonight in my left ankle, and you've still got to soldier on. My arm's okay, and I did doubles tonight, so that's all that counts. So yeah, I'm happy.
I don't know much about gout. When you get a flare-up, how long does that take to sort of the effects wear off and you can get back to 100% on the dartboard?
It all depends. Do you know what I mean? You just take your medication. I could go to bed tonight, wake up tomorrow as if there's nothing there. It is weird, proper weird. And it's the same when it comes on, it gives you a little warning, and if you don't catch it in time, then you know all about it. And obviously, I know all about it. But I could go to bed tonight, wake up tomorrow, and nothing wrong. It is weird.
We saw tonight that at least Luke Humphries and Luke Littler were both the target of whistlers in the crowd. Was that something you experienced on stage? And if so, how difficult is it to combat that when you've got an arena of thousands of people, yet you've got a small group of people trying to put the players off?
Yeah, like you said, it's a small group of people that do it. Like, when you've got everybody singing or chanting or booing or whatever it is, if everybody's the same, and that whistle comes across, because it's a total different noise, it seems to echo more. It's as if he stood right next door to you. And there was whistling going on there tonight, and but you try and put it out of your mind, because I was concentrating more on my foot rather than the whistling tonight, to be honest. But there is whistles going on, and I don't get why. I don't get why. They're there to watch great darts, and if you're going to put somebody off, you ain't going to get great darts.
what can people do about it? It seems the eternal question. I think everybody, all the real fans, want it sorted, but it just seems like a really difficult thing to do because, like we said, it is a small group of people in front of a sea of thousands.
Yeah, I don't think you can stop it. Do you know what I mean? If they want to whistle, they're going to whistle. It's the same. If they want to shout, they're going to shout. What can you do? I think if you told them not to, they'd probably get worse. So what can you do? What can you do?
Cheers, Johnny. Both players
Cheers,
tonight.
pal. Thank you.
Johnny, are some flare-ups worse than others than was tonight? One of the worst ones.
It all depends what part of the body, because you can obviously gout, it's crystallization in your acid, so it attacks, joints. So obviously in my ankle, it's not comfortable when you got to stand up there to play darts, obviously. So it's some are different than others, but when it's in your feet, yeah, it lets you know that it's there. Believe you me.
When will you decide about Göttingen, and does flying have any impact on it or not? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll get up tomorrow morning. I think I'm gonna take this shoe off tonight, and it's just gonna say, "Wow, I'm here," kind of thing. I doubt I'll be in Göttingen tomorrow, to be honest, because the way he's feeling now, it's no chance. Thanks, mate.